Hello, comrades! Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is a little bit of potato. That's right. We are back. We are locked and loaded. We are jumping into this episode. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just as we start the episode, our lovely brand new Tu-144 comes in for a landing. Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's such a great aircraft, and it is so unbelievably cool to watch it come in. Anyway, all right. So. Now, we have chatted. We have chatted for a couple of episodes now, you and me. We've had a good conversation. It's been great. It's been fun. However, what I of course am referring to the fact that I've chatted about changing our export of steel. There we go. This is the steel area. I've talked about changing the export of our steel area instead of exporting at the western border. I should really be exporting to the ruble border, to the Soviet border, and to be honest, there is no excuse for not doing it other than I just haven't really wanted to tackle the problem. But I think now, honestly, we have the money, we have the dollars to spend, we might as well give it a punt. Now, I have currently got, one track running to this border over here, or this customs house even, and this customs house as well. Now, if I want to export to the Soviet side, it needs to basically be this customs house over here. Oh, thank goodness, the snow has just disappeared. That's excellent. Yeah, it needs to be this customs house, because if it's not this customs house, then it's going to have to be the customs house over here, right? And I say over here, I mean in Disneyland, of course. That is the closest customs house to this area on this side of the map. So anyway, it's gonna have to be this customs house right here. This little one that we were highlighting earlier. Warstock. Now, I'm fine with this. I honestly think it's good that we have some projects still left to do that we can spend a huge chunk of change on. Now, it is slightly frustrating, because I did kind of want to avoid dealing with nonsense like this, but to be honest, we can ditch the wind turbine and we can rebuild it. It's not necessarily a problem. You are doing what? You're doing crops from here, so we do need a road connection. But to be honest, I think there is probably a way that we can make this quite comfortably work, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you into there. Also, there was a great comment. If I go to general settings, we can untick, leave that on, leave that on, leave that on. Yeah, cool. All right, we'll save those settings, so we no longer need to deal with, crazy, daft notifications that, are helpful and handy, but, don't get me wrong, I'm not really likely to fix any of the problems in the short to medium term. But anyway, let's build that out, and then let's just real quick reconnect this road, because I know that it can be done. There we go. That's maybe not what I would have gone for, but it's okay. It's fine. Right. So, ooh, also, what are you doing over here? What? Where did you come from? Where? What? Have you not made it out here at all yet? Is that the problem? All right, well, I mean, this is a strange one. I'm glad I discovered this. Even with all of the massive increase in the number of tourists that we've had, clearly there's still other tourists that we are missing. So there you go. We're gonna get right on top of that. Okay, back to what I was chatting about. So we basically want to connect up. This route here to the other side of the map. Oh my lordy, this is gonna cost such an extraordinary amount of money. So we can either branch from this part of the track, or we can branch from this part of the track. So the route that the steel trains come, delivery is from here and here, and they follow this line down this way, this line down this way, and then it either branches back onto the long route across the map. Maybe we can actually use that. Maybe we can actually use that. I don't necessarily hate that idea. I don't necessarily hate the idea of splitting the track here. I don't love it though either. I don't love it at all. I think, to be honest, I'm kind of leaning towards this idea. So we're gonna take a bit of track out here. We're gonna take a little bit of track out here, and then this is gonna be the inaugural point of the cross-country track. Now, I started this project with what, just about $21 million in the bank. I'm pretty certain that I do not want to cross water, if I can avoid it, that is. But we are gonna have to have at least one river crossing. So yeah, that's gonna be happening at some point. But for now, you know, we'll just trace this out. You know, this might not actually cost that much money, to be honest. I know that I've been complaining about the fact that it would cost money, but I mean, it might not cost that much money. It's gonna take an extraordinary period of time to get to to get to this place. Is it gonna be worth it? Frankly, I don't know. I don't know. I get the impression that this might be more hassle than it's worth. Although I always underestimate the length of time that it takes the steel trains to arrive at the western border. So, you know, truthfully, it could be quicker than I'm anticipating. Especially in 2 times speed. 2 times speed is pretty good at disguising how long things actually take. Now, do we need... Maybe we don't even need... Yeah, we don't even need... We don't even need to ensure access to this area, right? We can just, yeah. Because at the end of the day, we've already got a land bridge here. There's not going to be any boats that are operating in this part of the world on these waterways. I feel like a bridge might be quite good. But let's, you know, let's maybe not faff around with a super ridiculously high bridge. Let's just stick with a nice normal price bridge, which, you know, I may come to regret at some point. But if I do, then, whatever. Can I do... Oh, come on. That's too good to turn down. That is too good to turn down. I cannot turn down the idea of building a ridiculously long bridge like this. Can't build bridge due to infrastructure below. That's a bit of a... That's a bit unfair. All right, can we do it in one big bridge? This is my new... This is my new ambition now. We can. It's only going to cost me 1.2 million. What a bargain. What a bargain. All right, 2 big bridges. Again, why 2 big bridges? Because I can. Frankly, there is no reason not to spend this money because it's not like it's doing anything else. So yeah, we're going to keep this entire route jeweled. Basically right up until the very end here. Where it has to simplify down to one singular track. And this seems as good a place as any to do that. I mean, you know, look, the entire, you know, dueling this entire route is somewhat of an overreaction. It really, really is. Because, I mean, chances are there's going to be like 1 or 2 trains on this entire brand new bit of track right now. If that, really. But, you know, it's a bit of fun, eh? It's a bit of fun. So let's get this in there, and we'll add, like, what, 1 more. Add 1 more. 1 more. Yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's too bad at all. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so 2.1 million or 21.1 million in the bank right now. Let's play at normal time speed. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. Whoa. Potato. Here I was, building straight bridges. Why on earth would I build a straight bridge when I've got the opportunity to build a bendy bridge? This is a terrible travesty. But where can I bend the bridge? There's not really a place to bend it, to be honest. But I have to. I'm obliged to. I have an idea. I have an idea, folks. I have an idea. Please bear with. I appreciate that bendy bridges may not be everyone's priority or everyone's cup of tea. But I'm in the need for a fresh cuppa right now. So I'm desperate to try and get one of these bendy bridges in. Because I haven't really used them yet. I haven't really used them at all. So here's what I'm currently thinking. I think we're going to do something like this. It's not very bendy. That's the only problem. It's remarkably not bendy. Hold on. Can I do... Yeah. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Incredible. Can we... So how does that look? Oh, my lordy. Look at that bridge. Look at that bridge. Okay, well, that is excellent. And that, as far as bridges go, that is... Oh, that is up there. That is up there with the best of them. In fact, I think that might just be the very best bridge I've ever flippin' built. Okay. No need to faff around with long tracks now. We can just sort it out. There we go, and... Yeah, that's fine. I kind of like the idea of merging these tracks together just after the bridge. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a little cheeky. All right, how much is that going to cost? I wasn't even paying attention as to how much it was going to cost. Oh, lordy, that's going to be a lot of money. Oh, that is going to be a lot of money. I mean, look, that's 1.6 million right there. I didn't even check the price tag. That is negligent of me. 1.6 million. Oh, it's right about the same. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's unpause and let's see where the money goes. It's gonna disappear faster than you can say cheesy pancakes. Or maybe not necessarily fast, but it's gonna happen. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna redirect most of our efforts towards exporting at the border there. I mean, what do we got? We've got this train instead of going... I mean, do you just export? Yeah, you just export. So let's trash this. View line detail. Trash this. And instead, we're going to get you to go to... here. Yep. Brilliant. Unload everything. Excellent. Also, we are out of fuel, and the reason that we are out of fuel is because of a lack of power. So let's get that fixed. Cool. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that is going to be... That's going to be one train route sorted. Are we still building these bridges? Oh my lordy, we are. I also still have far too much money. Almost 16 million in the bank right now. That's something else. Okay, what about you? Do you just do a simple... You do actually unload at the Kolovskaysky storage yard. The reason that I don't want to change the unload order is because when the train comes back, it comes... Actually, no. I mean, I think we can change this without any repercussions. I was just a little bit worried that the train might get stuck, especially given that it's a diesel train. I'm being pretty daft to not... there we go. To not get a fueling station in here. That is pretty dumb. That is pretty dumb. I gotta be honest, but it's okay. And then that just leaves us this. Yeah, so we want to ditch this, and then after this, we want to add this and say unload 100% of everything. Wait until unloaded. Cool. Accept changes. Right. Well, I think that is everything that we need to do. It's now just a case of waiting until we get filled with steel, which is happening. It will happen at some point very soon, I hope. We're not really doing as good of a job getting steel made these days. Yeah, what's happened? Has our workforce gone soft? Have we lost some workers? I feel like we might have lost some workers. Everything is definitely accessible. I don't know. It feels like there are fewer. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. 44 workers without a job. But that's nonsense, though. There's no way that there's... Unable to get electronics. Unable to visit a pub/tavern. Is it perhaps, like, shopping availability? I know that I built this... I built this huge gargantuan, you know, block of flats. The Stalnoy People's Palace flats, which is, of course, marvelous and excellent. But I wonder if that's maybe caused a little bit of an issue to develop, where all of the services are somewhat pressed. Do we have a gym? Yeah, we do have a gym. It's a gym right there. Okay, I'm not too sure, because we seem to be fine for nursery capacity, seem to be fine for school capacity. Is this linked up? Yeah, it's linked up to the station as well. Yep, it's linked up to the station. I have no idea. I have no idea why more of the people aren't working here. Also, how many people are educated in this flat right here? 840? Did I import this entire... What? Wait, what? How? How is literally everyone in here? Excuse me? How did this happen? I'm sure I didn't buy an entire flat of educated people. Wait, is everyone in here is educated too? And what? What is going on? Why is everyone so educated all of a sudden? You know, I know that we're shipping students off to get, you know, to get taught in a different city, but what the heck is happening? Oh my goodness gracious me. That's crazy. Okay. We're gonna just try and invite as many people in as we possibly can so that we can fix what is probably a labor shortage? This is crazy. Okay, alright, well, there you go. That's something that I never anticipated. My people are verging on too smart. I mean, in general, we have a huge number of educated people, and frankly, it's not slowing down. Also, this area is being built tragically slowly. It's being built at a very depressingly slow speed. I really don't want to intervene, because I feel like it's a good project for everything to sort of work on. But I feel like I maybe need to look at intervening. How is the big old coal ore boat doing? It's doing good. I think this is its first maiden delivery, which is exciting. And then we also have another one in the works right now, and it's already a third of the way complete. How excellent is that? That is truly excellent. We're round about 30% of the way to another TU-144 as well. This one has yet to enter service. I could sell it. I might sell it. I might sell it for the rubles. I'm kind of looking to pay off some of my ruble debt, but as of yet have not done anything with that. We're kind of relying on the old nuclear facilities just outside Krudenovsky to be the main ruble profit generator, which looks like it's happening. Looks like it's working, I think. Yeah. Do we have any... we don't have any helicopters set up over here yet, do we? We do. We got one helicopter. Okay, alright, so that's fine. So it's just a matter of time before this backlog of casks is cleared. That's fine. I was just checking. Is it perhaps worth me maybe bringing some people across here? This is a full city. This is very full. Let's see if I can jump in for a second and maybe improve this situation. Also, something else that I want to do is I want to start working on one of the most glorious buildings in the game, which again is a, you know, a truly great signifier of Soviet greatness. It's in Monument. It is not in Monument. It's... Where is it? Where is it? It's the Palace of the Soviets. Not the People's Palace Flats. A lighthouse is nice, but it's, you know, it's not got anything on... It's not got anything on the biggest and the best one. Do I even have it installed anymore? I don't know. I mean, I'm looking right now. Palace of Soviet. There we go. What's it under? Oh my lordy! Look at this beast. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. Yeah. What is this under? What is this under? Can I tell? It's next to a hydro plant, but I mean that doesn't really. It's not residential. I thought it was Monument for the life of me. I really did. City Hall. Ah, I see. It's under City Hall now. So I guess that's where it's gonna stay. Now, I mean, I think that it should be. I think that it should be in an ideal world. This should be placed near the center of the map. However, I am acutely aware that we don't really have any infrastructure over at the center of the map. Therefore, I feel like maybe even sticking it in Disneylandovsk would be an incredible idea. Part of the reason why I think it would be an incredible idea is that we have the infrastructure here to build it. We have the ability to build it. Oh my lordy, that's super expensive. Yeah, maybe just don't do that, eh? Yeah, let's do something like that. So this is obviously going to consume, you know, just a vast amount of resources. Oh, look at this. It's one way now. Oh, this is one way. Oh, this is very, very cool. Oh, this is very, very cool. Okay, can we do... Yeah, we need to plan out our road network in order to ensure that we're able to build this. Okay. Nice. And then, can we do something like this? Something like that. Build that. Excellent. And then we're going to one-wayify... We're going to one-wayify this entire setup. I think they're one-way roads anyway, but I don't know about that. Don't quote me on it. It now looks like they've become sort of two-directional. There we go. Okay. Right. So are we going to see every single construction office mobilize? I certainly hope so. That's my intention. As I say, I have no idea if we're going to be able to make this happen. I want to make this happen. It's going to require an inordinate amount of gravel, an absolutely extraordinary amount of gravel, but it will be worth it. And I hope that we're going to be able to get enough trucks to mobilize, because it's going to be a project, that's for sure. It is going to be a freaking project. I almost feel maybe it's worth me getting more helicopter stations. Something like that, you know, more helicopter construction offices. That might be an option. But at the end of the day, we're sort of limited by the number of pads that we have connected to the gravel heliports. You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with just leaving it like this. I kind of think it would be interesting, you know, just to see exactly how long this takes. I'm very, very curious to see what the process is in order to get this built. I'm also very curious to see if the one-way roads that I've implemented will make a difference. They might not, but they absolutely categorically might. So we're gonna have to stay tuned to that. Okay, how's the road lane going over here? It's going. It's just taking time. It is just taking time. It is just taking time. That's fine. That is absolutely a-okay. I kind of want to pay off my ruble loans. I've hinted at that earlier. In fact, I think I might have said exactly that earlier. I do want to do that. I do want to do that. Let's dispatch you, and let's dispatch you as well. What? What? You can't go to the... Wait, what? Oh, is this an oh, this is an electric train, isn't it? Oh, this is an electric train. Yeah, so that's a problem. Can I... No, I don't think I can use the upgrade tool, can I? I can. I totally can. All right, let's see how much this ends up costing. Oh, it's too zoomed out. There we go. Oh, hold on. We need to do auto purchase. Oh, you're kidding me. Have I not done auto purchase? All right, well, there we go. That's fine for now. Electrification is the way forward, I think. It's the only way to do it. I'm surprisingly still not out of rubles yet. Also, what the heck? Is there a little bit of non-electrified railway here? No? Okay, apparently it just needs to be upgraded all the way along. I mean, that's fine, you know, really. I'm delighted to do it. I just wish that I'd auto-purchased from the very start instead of being a dingus. Thankfully, I at least realized 190,000 apiece. Wowzers, that's cash money. That is cash money right there, but hey-ho. Okay, good. Also might be fun to build a nuclear reactor. Even though we really don't need the power, it might be fun to do nonetheless. Alright, we're almost there. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent and excellent. We did it. Okay, now you should be fine. You can make your way perfectly amicably to the border, which is grand. I still don't have a way for diesel trains to get fuel, but that's not really my problem. I guess it doesn't really matter, he says, but of course it will matter because the trains are gonna go AWOL at some point soon, I suspect. But it's okay. All right, yeah, back to the building, the Palace of the Soviet. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued at the pace. Wow, construction is happening. It looks like the one-way system that was implemented is good. Is very good, in fact. Here's the thing, though. I think maybe I should reverse the flow. Yeah, I feel like that might actually help a little bit because a lot of the traffic seems to be coming in via this way. I don't know why, it seems to be that way. So we'll reverse the flow a little bit, see if that makes any difference. Also, this is a bit of a disaster here. Speaking of disaster, everything seems to have become a disaster. Right. Let that go in both directions. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, getting a little bridge across here might be the way forward. Certainly, this seems suboptimal. Very, very suboptimal. In fact, it seems frankly daft the way that it's set out at the moment, but whatever. Okay. How are our hotels doing? Very well, as it turns out. We are making a very considerable amount of money, and I am delighted. Absolutely delighted. It is very, very good. This is another weird situation as well. So our gravel trucks currently have to come all the way around. Well, presumably off this bridge and then back round here and then, you know, get back on the bridge, etc. I don't really know if there's necessarily a way of making that more expedient. I mean, we could do something like this. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know if this is going to make much of a difference. The problem is when you're building something like the Palace of the Soviet, it really is a challenge because, you know, you have to just sort of think of everything. You have to think about traffic management. You need to think about resource management. You need to think about all of your logistics networks. You need to think about, you know, absolutely everything. And it's tough. Okay, this road is going nowhere. I'm just gonna trash this one. But yeah, I love the Battles of the Soviet as like a proper endgame challenge, because you really do have to mobilize all of your resources in order to just get it done. And not to mention the fact that it takes thousands and thousands and thousands of work days as well. It is tremendously impressive. Right, we're getting concrete at the moment as well. No workers. Yeah, this is unacceptable. This is not on. We can't have no workers here. Is it perhaps worth me investigating whether we can nab some concrete from Stalnoy? Because I know we've got a facility in Stalnoy. It's not helicopter enabled though. Could this be helicopter enabled? It can be. It can be. Okay, I think this is worth doing just because we can. But a helicopter construction office down here. Let's pause and let's do what is it? This? Yep, this one. That over there. Sure, we'll go for a pretty sort of standardized setup here. Yeah, so what's that? That's enough, right? I think, what, 3, 6, 12? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. Cool. Alright, and we will nab. Okay, that's... I know that I said that I wanted to pay off my debt. I lied, actually. I lied. We're no longer going to be paying off our debts anytime soon. Requires a connection to another building where the required resources are stored. Ah, whoops, hold up. I did the wrong thing. This needs to be actually like phased inside the plant, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to be the non-cargo version of the helipad. I don't know why it needs to be the non-cargo version. Also, was that connected? That wasn't connected. That's weird. It's weird. Helicopters are very good, but also a little strange. Okay. So that's looking nice. Let's just get this plumbed in. There we go. Assign, and they should all take off. They're all gone. Disappeared into the night sky. Right. So, little evaluation of exactly where we are in terms of ruble loans. We owe 32 million, and yet, to be honest, I feel like my debt level is very under control. I gotta be honest. I mean, I can take out a loan at 5.9%. This has got to be worth it. This has got to be worth it to pay back a couple of my high-interest loans. What's the highest interest? 6.7? Jeez, is that it? 6.7? Oh, another zero there. Nice. I can't quite pay off this second 6.7 one, but I'm not far off. I could take out more loans. Honestly, it just doesn't seem necessarily worth it. It really doesn't. It could be, but it just doesn't feel like it is. The other thing that I was kind of toying with, is it going to be possible for us to maybe get a second helipad in here? Which I know sounds absolutely obscene, but kind of might be possible. Can we get a pathway to run through here? Probably not, right? Oh, we totally can. Okay, well, we can ditch this then, right? Yeah. Now, road connection for fire trucks / ambulances is kind of required. I'm gonna take a small liberty with that and just, you know, forget about that for a microsecond. There you go. And that's the second heliport. Actually, this is a pretty terrible idea. I should have a big... Yeah. Okay, I tell you what. Once these helicopters have had their fair share, once they've had their turn, I'm gonna redo this area slightly because it's not perfect. It is not perfect. And I've got a much better idea. I have a much better idea. Okay. How do I ditch the helipads? Whoa, can I get rid of the helipads here? Yeah, there we go. Oh my lordy, there's too many of them. There's too many. Oh. Yeah, they're actually delivering concrete far too quickly for my simple brain to interpret. Okay, well, I'll show you what I was going to do for this setup here. Yeah, I was kind of basically thinking that we just whack one of these right next door, maybe even a second one. Why not, eh? Why not 6? Why not 6? Seems entirely reasonable. And then we can restore the road connection if we stick a road over here, and we can, you know, just get a three heliport long setup for the concrete plant. That's the goal. Whether it'll work or not, we'll have to wait and see. But it certainly feels like we're delivering more concrete. Whether we actually are, I guess, will remain to be seen. I mean, we have worked through a pretty tremendous amount of concrete, so that's not too bad. Have I somehow lost the ability to get trucks to deliver people? Road connection doesn't exist. Wait, what? What? Is this because of the one-way system? I really do not understand. I don't understand the problem. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, okay, that's really, really weird. That is really, really, really strange how that didn't work. So we've literally just been building with helicopters. Well, I mean, you know, what can I say? For just using helicopters, we're not doing too badly. We do need more people, though. We do definitely need more people. We need more workers. And I, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, have got a way to fix that. This helicopter port right here is particularly busy. It's actually doing not too bad in terms of number of workers. Although that being said, we do take workers fairly regularly over to the mine over yonder. I don't know if there's any. I don't know where we can scrape additional workers from, to be honest. Nuclear stuff is happening at a decent pace. We're pretty happy with that. We're getting a good chunk of change there. Kolovskyski's got a lot of people. 57 workers without a job. I mean, if people are desperate for a job, then I mean, who am I to say no to to them? I can't. Level height from center. Let's do that. Let's smash down one of these. Slight little terrain modification here. Okay. I mean, this is come on. This is getting ridiculous now. There we go. Turn off the. Noticed I turned off the auto build there, and it actually increased the speed at which we were able to modify the landscape, which is quite cool. Right, so I'm hoping I can squeeze a road in here. That was kind of the vibe that I was going for. Okay, nice. And then reconnect. Reconnect that up there. Good stuff. And then let's see if this makes a difference. Building is without power supply. You know what we do when a building doesn't have a power supply now? We just whap down one of these. One of the humble wind turbines. Doesn't even necessarily need to be connected, although it probably should be. Alright, look at that. Building's still without power supply, but... Excuse me? Yeah, there we go. It's fixed. Okay, so I think we should get... I don't necessarily know how many helicopters. We can probably afford... Well, we can afford as many as we want, to be frank. We're in an okay financial position. Although I shouldn't do that. I should set up... ditch this. I should set up routes with our newly produced helicopters. Homemade helicopters. What am I doing? No, hold on. I don't want to set up routes. That's not what I want to do. I would like to build a helicopter depot. Yes, that's what I need to do. Where am I going to do that though? It shouldn't really be over there. It should probably be near enough here. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Okay, helicopter construction office, excellent. Heliports. Here we go, and one more. Kraken. Excellent stuff. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We'll buy passenger. Oh, in fact, no, hold on. We're building cargo aircraft, but we want passenger aircraft, don't we? Yeah. All right. Well, that's me solidly out of cash. So, yeah. There we go, I guess. Let's assign passengers to be picked up from here. And then immediately we should see everyone get to work. Although we may need... Yeah, we may need a power supply here just to fuel up some of these things. Although chances are probably not super necessary. But we'll do it nonetheless. That's fine. Okay. We don't need concrete. We don't need asphalt. I should take this opportunity to redo the concrete area, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay. Ditch. 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 Ditch all that. Ditch that. Yeah. It's only temporary. It's only temporary. Don't worry. And then... Is that even gonna work? I think that might actually just work. So again, if we're able to fit a road down here, then that's perfect. I might have just shot myself in the foot, though. I'm fine. I've survived. I'll make it. I'll make it. May have to do some gymnastics to get here, but we'll manage. So that's looking good. Then we nab this. He's done it. 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 Okay. Brilliant. If we build that, then we should have no issues whatsoever. And then all we need to do is assign the helicopters that are here. In fact, I think they're actually already assigned. Cool. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Do we seriously not need concrete at the place? At the Palace of the Soviets? Apparently not. Apparently we are... No, hold on. We definitely do need concrete. Maybe there's enough concrete in the back order process? I have no idea. This is taking a ludicrously long period of time for apparently absolutely no reason. All right, yeah, this is cool. We've reached the traffic jam situation. Yeah, this too needs to be changed. We can't have fuel trucks just chilling, you know, queuing up on the main road. I mean, that is just not on. That is absolutely not on. It is delaying traffic substantially. Very, very, very substantially. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. Does look like we're getting more people, though. That's good, at least. Do we have many people waiting around for concrete? Helicopters around for concrete? No. We do not. Which is why I think it would be super valuable if these helicopters actually decided to do something. Ah, hold on. Is it a fuel issue? Is it a fuel issue? It could very well be a fuel issue. It looks like it might have been a fuel issue. It absolutely categorically was. Brilliant. Okay, I mean, look, now we know. Now we can go about, yeah, fueling the helicopters up. Okay, cool. That's excellent. That's quite handy. All right, 360 people on the site and counting. We're back to gravel deliveries. My next dealio is fixing. How on earth will you do that turn? That is a criminal turn. But frankly, oh, you didn't like that turn. I see. You've just you baited me there. Fine. Honestly, just leave that as is. I would rather not faff around with this. Let's auto purchase rubles here. Auto purchase with dollars even. I think dollars. No, it's got to be. Yeah, okay. Dollars are going to be slightly cheaper. Let's get that bought so that we always have the auto purchase agreement in place. Okay, good. Traffic should hopefully start flowing a little bit more smoothly here. That's the dream anyway. Because it is fairly congested right now. Fairly congested. We don't even have a particularly good road. In fact, no, I'll go further than that. We have a bad road. It is just a gravel road that goes between the construction zone and the place where we are building the Palace of the Soviet at the moment. So, yeah, it would be good if we could improve the road if at all possible. Also, having this fuel station on a corner is embarrassing. It's frankly a disastrous bit of planning policy that is having many repercussions down the line. At least things are looking a little bit more smooth, a little bit more free flowing. Yeah, still a lot of issues, but it's not crazy. I wonder if we can perhaps fix this with the purchase of a brand new filling station here. We'll auto purchase from that one. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but it's worth a punt, I suppose, isn't it? See if it works, see if it happens. Right, are we still managing to fulfill all of the concrete requirements? It looks like we are. It looks like we're managing to deal with the concrete. It looks like we've got an absolutely ample number of people working on the site now, which is great. I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like we're taking all of the people from Turistovsky. Not quite taking all of the people from Kolovskaysky. Yeah, that's maybe something to improve upon. Might even be worth me straight up just completing the rest of the helicopter purchases for this area. That's at least, what, 3 more, I think? That's 3 additional helicopters, which are probably going to do... Probably going to do a bit. It's probably going to make somewhat of a difference. Yeah. Wow, we've managed to get 6.5% of the way through the Palace of the Soviet. That's somewhat better than I anticipated. You know, the real limiting factor for us is people. That's the thing. The real limiting factor is people. I almost wonder, is it possible to create a... Is it possible to create a walk route? Oh, 10 workers? That's not good. Oh, it's because the rest are on this train. Yeah, I wonder if it's worth creating a walk route between this station here and the palace. Purely because of the number of workers employed, and it would be way cheaper than flying each and every worker across by helicopter, which is what we are presently doing. Which is crazy when you think about it for more than, you know, 2 seconds. But it is cool as heck. It is cool as heck to imagine that, you know, that's what's happening. A couple of trucks are confused. The reason that a couple of trucks are confused is because they thought that they could deliver fuel here, and they can't. Now, I want to see if we can actually rework this area. Yeah, I'm kind of optimistic that we can. So first and foremost, we need to create the conditions that will allow for... we need to create the conditions that will allow for a queue. So doing something like... yeah, something like that, and then we just have a road that comes around here like so. Is that perfect? I think that might actually just be perfect. It does look a little wonky, but I think it fixes all of our problems, actually. And it means that we should have much less congestion. Also, just getting additional gas stations pretty much everywhere has rectified that too. Wow, everything is bumping right now. This is a very, very, very active area. Also, is this still one way? I feel like... I feel like it shouldn't be, but it looks like it is. Not a single bit of one-way road still left in. It's strange. Just looks like everyone is leaving from this road here, and I cannot understand. Okay, I think that, you know, finishing the first phase, which is a very achievable goal, very doable goal. I think that is probably what we would be looking to do right now. The next stage is obviously the big one, and I kind of had hoped to have the Central Warehouse District up and operational by now, because at the Central Warehouse District, we would ideally, you know, backlog a whole bunch of boards, a whole bunch of bricks, a whole bunch of electronic components, prefab panels, etc. You name it. We'd hold it in the Central Warehouse District. But that kind of just hasn't happened. It's just not worked out that way, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to rely on the much more reasonably sized stockpiles, which we have just sitting around the map. I mean, look, we need 2,600 boards. And we've got 291 sitting at that open storage. So yeah, it's not great. We're gonna have to rely on, as I said earlier, the logistics systems that are in place to supply the boards whenever they are disappeared. I'm not sure how we're going to tackle that. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge, to say the least. Also, concrete is now a massive limiting factor, and I wonder if that's just because of the travel distance between... Yeah, I think it is, to be honest. I think it's just straight up the travel distance. It's not the cement. It's not a need for gravel. It is It is just the travel distance. I mean, if it's the travel distance, it's actually fairly good for us, because that means that it can be somewhat easily rectified in another construction office. The only problem is that I do not have the rubles to buy any more construction helicopters. Now, we have 3 construction helicopters available for us immediately. Or we could use substandard Imperial helicopters, Western helicopters. But that just seems like a pretty gosh darn daft thing to do. That was not linked, was it? I don't think it was. There we go. Ditch that. Cool. And one more. Easy. Okay, and we will specify the wonderful resource of you and you. Ambulances haven't arrived at the big old people's palaces. That's not my problem, frankly. Okay. And then we just want to transport these helicopters over here, or just reassign where they're supposed to be based. There we go, and there we go. And another cargo helicopter we were able to buy. Cool. Okay. I mean, that's what, 4? Something like that. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's something at least. I'm also going to assign this as somewhere that the helicopters can fly to, and hope that they are able to fly there. Oh my goodness, 536 workers. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. On a single project, that is immensely good. And it looks like we've managed to get on top of the gravel situation and the concrete situation. Sorry, the concrete situation is a situation. The gravel situation is not really a situation. Gravel situation is not a situation because we're able to deliver gravel by trucks. And we're able to deliver concrete by trucks as well, but they just don't have the same capacity. 12 tons of concrete in the concrete truck, 40 tons of gravel in the gravel truck. It's just much easier. Also, part of the reason why I thought this was such a great place to build the Palace of Soviet is because it is just empty. It's empty for miles and miles and miles around, and it allows what? I mean, we're not even approaching the maximum number of helicopters that can be surrounding this structure at once. It truly is. It truly is a marvel of the day. It really is. It really is going very, very well. It's going surprisingly well. Construction, that is, of the palace, and I don't know why. I don't feel like I've deserved this level of execution from all of my helicopter and truck counterparts, but it's been good. Also, look at this. The queue worked. The queue absolutely worked. This is looking great. This is looking great. We don't have any issues anymore. We're filling up with fuel, and then we're going to go and load up on fuel in just a second. There, unload it here. That's good. Electricity problem. Oh, no. All right. Electricity problem has been fixed. I don't know what happened. It's maybe because of the extra resources that are being stuck in due to the Palace of the Soviet. I don't know. We haven't really worried about electricity, truthfully, since we got the large coal power plant up and running. And I say that, and I immediately realize that it's not entirely true, because we still did have that issue in Kolovskaysky where we just weren't able to get people consistently across to the other side of town over to the two coal power plants. But you know, it's been a while since that was really a major issue, and certainly I feel like we've moved past it. But oh well, it is what it is. Right, we've basically finished the groundworks on the Palace of the Soviet. I feel like we've finished enough of the groundworks to effectively call it that we have. We literally just need a little bit more concrete, and as I've already said, we're limited by the number of workers that we have on site. And to be honest, dragging more workers in, dragging more than 530 workers in, is going to be a challenge. We might even have to consider dragging them in from further afield, because I'm not really sure that we've got the extra capacity at any of the heliports that we have presently. But whatever the case, that is a problem for the next episode and for future Potato. But for now and from me, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. Thanks to Banana Nana and Aurelio for the $225 plus tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.